What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, OG is back, man. You guys already know, man. OG doesn't talk about it, he stays about it. But anyways, people, I wanted to give a shout out to all of my followers, my subscribers. I appreciate every last one of you guys, especially, the ones that support me to the fullest. Kind of reminded me of today. Today was an event that I pulled up to. One of my homeboys, we have to lay him to rest, and gang of homies there. And how'd I get treated? With nothing but love, baby. So all you flakes, fakes, and frauds out here on social media, quit it already. Well, anyways, I'm not gonna get tied up on that topic, man, because it's just for the birds, man. You guys should build your own channel, a channel of Fruit Loops, I guess. Because like I said, and I've told you in the past, I'm not gonna address you guys anymore. Use your title to give you that little quick fame. And that's what I'm starting to see about you cats out there, the ones that are leaving them comments. You just want that little recognition shit, and that's why you don't get no acknowledgement from me, man. You're not gonna get none, not from this OG. So I'm gonna stick to what I say, people. But anyways, yeah, before I go moving on, you know what I mean? If you guys need to get started in your fitness journey, you guys already know how to get started, man. By shooting me that DM or emailing me at highpoweredfitness@yahoo.com, man. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. You can't talk about it. You just have to be about it, okay? And like I've said in the past, and I'm going to tell you right now, like I tell you every day, it's not a puzzle. It's not hard to figure out. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, do you like what you see? And I mean physically, not the person who you are. Because, the biggest man, the fattest man, the skinniest man could be the best person on earth, man. But righteously, deep down inside, do you like where you stand at right now with your overall health? Because if you don't, you already know. I'll get you started. Like I said, I'll work with you, especially if you're struggling through finances. I understand the holidays just went through, and that's why I have package deals, baby. You know what I mean? A closed mouth will not get fed, people. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. New Year's is just right around the corner, baby. You hear knocking? That's New Year's, baby. And that's when all them fake-ass motherfucking resolutions come in, people. So don't be one of them persons. Don't be part of that statistics again. You know what I mean? Because majority of people fall off, man. It's a sad thing, because if you ain't going to do it for yourself, do it for your family. Stick around a little while longer for your family. You know what I mean? I know we all have an expiration date, but don't make it any sooner than what it has to be, people. I can't stress this enough. When people sign on with me, I always bring it to their attention. In my program, it's not really how much weight you lose, it's how much life you gain out of it, man. Once you're on point with your overall fitness, that mindset, that clarity, you're focused. Life in general around you changes, people. Why? Because you're a new person. You're that best person that you can be, and people that surround you, they see that. Some may be intimidated by it because they're used to your old ways and they don't want to lose you as their party favor. But that shit gets old, man. I'm telling you. I've been there, I've done that, and yeah, it's just a waste of time, people. You know what I mean? It's time to get right with yourself, become that best version of yourself, and stick around longer for your family, man. Because you just never know when you're gonna lose somebody, or you may never know when you may get taken away. You want, when you do depart from your loved ones, you wanna it doesn't even have to be leaving a legacy, but you got to leave a good memory, good memories of you. You don't want to be remembered as that individual that was always fucking ghost during every event that went on. Hey, where's the homie at, fool? He was just here a minute ago, and he locked in the motherfucking restroom doing your thing. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. I've been there, done that. I look back at my old days and what I used to do, and I couldn't be around certain people, because I was on different things. My mind was fogged up, my vision was fucked, and the only thing I had focus on was getting that next high, and saying fuck the next man. I didn't really give a fuck what anybody thought. You know what I mean? That's not a life to live, people. Yeah, I'm rambling on. That's what this OG does, people. If you don't like it, get to bouncing, baby. You're not obligated to watch my channel. Once again, this is a fitness channel. I'm gonna address something real quick because someone asked me on one of my Q&As. I forgot to post it because I normally post up some of my Q&As. The difference between a carbohydrate and and glucose. I'll bullshit aside. There really isn't. There is no difference. They're both the same. It's just a general term that they use, carbohydrates, to sum up everything. And I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Let's say for a single sugar is considered a single molecule, and it's still classified as a carbohydrate. But now when you get a number of other carbohydrates that form a chain of molecules, which makes it worse for you, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. When you have a chain of molecules that form together, it becomes a starch. So that becomes really bad for you. I mean, it's worse for you than natural sugar, people. You know, you guys got to keep in mind, anything that isn't natural for the body is going to be bad for you. Okay, anything synthetic. Okay, the most natural things are going to be the best for you. That's what I do. That's what I feed my body every day. Like I said, I eat healthy, I eat clean, and you get the best results, and it shows. You could tell when someone's working out, or I'm going to give you another example. When someone's doing keto and someone that does clean keto and dirty keto, you know what I mean? It's obvious. The person that's doing cleaner keto, man, their skin, their hair is silkier, everything, you know what I mean? If they have any hair left, you know what I mean? I'm just about to almost lose mine, but it is what it is. But, you know, their overall appearance looks way better. They have a glow to them, you know, and unlike the people that are doing keto and living off of processed foods, but eliminating the carbs, it's dirty keto. You know, you don't look as healthy. It's not as good. It's like using fucking, I'm going to give you another example. It's like going to the Vans store and buying you a pair of Vans, and back in my day, going to Payless Shoe Source and buying you a fucking pair of coasters, those imitation Vans. Those of you that grew up in the hood, everybody knows what those are. Payless Shoe Source, baby. Shit, those are the next closest thing to Vans. Because, you know, back in our days, well, at least where I come from, we couldn't afford to get no Vans off the wall and shit like that. That's back in the day. But, you know, those were real popular back there. Let's just say that. But, yeah, you know, you coast around the hood a couple times, and they done data, baby. You know, Vans, you know, would get you going for a cool minute. You know, but anyways, so yeah. I just wanted to explain the difference between that carbohydrate and the sugars. There really is, what boils down, they're the same shit. It's just a scientific name that they classify all the sugars and glucose under is carbohydrates. You got to keep in mind, fiber is also considered a carbohydrate. The next time when you're at the store and you see these Betty Crocker, or I shouldn't even say that, scratch that. When you go to the store next time and you see these cookies that say 0 sugar and stuff like that, take a look in the back, man. I'll tell you one thing, that stuff that they're substituting that sugar with is going to be worse for you than natural sugar. It really is. You might see glucose, fructose, lactose in it, maltodextrin, shit like that, and that shit is like really bad for you, man. I mean, absolutely, it's no good, people. Trust and believe. You know, these multi-billion-dollar companies are able to get away with this type of bullshit because they know how to cut through the red tape. You know, they have these people that work for them, and they know how to bob and weave. I'm gonna put it in layman's terms. You know what I mean? Because you know, so yeah, they get away with that shit, man. But don't ever for once think that that's just healthy for you. Here's another thing. How you could point out there's a lot of product. If you look at the back of their labels, it'll say 0 sugars, but then you have minus fiber, and usually underneath your sugars there's going to be a couple other items right there. I can't think of the names right off top right now, but that's a synthetic form of sugar, and those right there will be your starches. Okay, those are going to be worse for you than anything. Okay, so, you know, just a tip of the day, man. You know what I mean? Just because something looks good doesn't mean it is good. You know, do your homework behind it and really fill it out. But, yeah, so anyways, people, I'm going to move on with this. Today was a good day. Went to the homies' car wash. Gang of homies, as always, you know what I mean? Homies, us, my neighborhood, we come together, and I'm sure all the neighborhoods they do. I'm speaking for mine, though, you know what I mean? My hood, we're deeply rooted, and that's just the way you are, man. The way we are. Nothing but love, respect for one another. And those people, you know, my homeboys even, you know, they brought it to my attention, you know, the shit but they laugh about it too, just as well, because, you know, hey, I'm how should I say, man? We ain't gonna have no motherfucking flakes and fakes rolling through our hood or claiming our hood. We ain't in it to claim the fame, baby. We in it to win it. You know, when you part of our hood, there was a background check, thoroughly. And the weeds are pulled out from the garden, you know. So for those of you that know, you know. But anyways, I'm not gonna get deep into that because it's really none of anybody's business. And as far as me seeking validation from any cat behind here on social media, that's just for the birds, baby. Like I said in the past, and I'm gonna tell you today, this is a motherfucking fitness channel. If you want to get right with your health, take a look, man. OG's going on 54 years old, baby. You know what my New Year resolution is? To just keep on being better. That's it. It's not to get fit, because I'm in the best shape of my life. I stay on that. I stay doing that. When I went to the homies event this morning, the homies already knew where I came from. They know exactly where I go jogging. You know, I go do my 7-mile run every Sunday morning, baby. I don't miss. Why? All you do is cheat yourself, baby. Why cheat yourself when you could treat yourself? You know? So anyways, people, today is Sunday. I'm smoking some brisket for my family. And you're damn right I'm going to have me a piece of that. Why? Because I can. Why? Because I'm dialed in. I know how to do that. And yes, brisket has a lot of fat. But when you're in good shape and you're on point in your overall fitness, you could do stuff like that. As long as you know that you're disciplined and you ain't going to fall off the wagon. As far as myself, I won't derail. I've came too far to backpedal. It's all gas and no brakes, baby. There ain't no reversing this motherfucker Ramfla right here. Shoot, just keep on pushing, baby. But anyways, people, like I said, I'm going to bring this video to an end because it's Sunday and I don't want to be out here bumping my gums any more than I have to. Tomorrow, tune in. I will give you guys a quick little story about the individual in the condado that didn't know how to mind his own business. And when you stick your nose in other people's business, it's all bad, people. And that's just another tip for you tutti fruities on social media with no faces trying to make cases. Quit that shit already. You know what I mean? Build your own channel or something. Like I said, you could have it name it the fucking Fruit Loop channel or something, you know. But anyways, people, if you guys are still struggling, you already know, man. OG's got that blueprint to success, people. Oh, before I go, I do have to give a shout out to all of my team members today that showed up to the Zoom call. Always a good Zoom call every week with my team members, man. My team members are killing it. Some go through a little bit more struggle than others, but it's to be expected because some individuals that signed up with me has never hit the gym in their life. So with this coach right here, I teach them to walk because they came in crawling. You know, I teach them to walk, and once they learn to walk, I teach them to run. And once they get to running, they're running in a marathon, baby. They start doing this shit on their own because like I said in the past, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's not a puzzle. It's not hard to figure out. Once you have that blueprint to success, which I do, smooth sailing, baby. But anyways, time to sign up and get your results, people. Stop procrastinating. DM me on my Instagram, high_power_fitness_. Leave me a comment about fitness with your phone number or with a time to call you through IG, and I will call you. We'll get on there and we'll discuss your fitness goals. We'll get you started on becoming that best version of yourself. Or you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. But make sure you leave me a phone number or a way of communication. But none of this, people, because I'm not going to sit there texting back and forth. It's way too much explaining that I have to do about my fitness programs. And like I've said, every program is going to be different for every person depending on how much body recomp or what his fitness goals are. So there's going to be a variation in prices, people. Remember that. And this OG will work with you. Why? Because I want you to get results, man. That's my passion. Being able to help someone change their life, especially when you could take a person that came in fat, broken, to fit, to ripped. There's really no greater satisfaction than that. Well, at least not in my books. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, remember to hit the like and subscribe button, put your notification bell on all, and let's get this channel to grow, people. If you have anything that you need me to touch on, leave it down below in the comments. Now, with that being said, enjoy your Sunday. Tomorrow morning, Monday, grind time, baby. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You can't talk about it. You just got to be about it, baby. Come on now. OG, man. Going out 54. Gee-wee. Now get up, get yours, baby. Let's do this.